You're harder to read whenever you don't show the full ranges of your emotions. I'm not saying to be a bunch of walking Terminators where you don't have no emotions. No, I'm saying that show your emotions less frequent, but do show it. Why? Because like I always say, the self is always coming through. If you feel happy on the inside and you try to suppress it through your face, your happiness is still gonna show. It's just gonna be more like a it's gonna be more like you're radiating happiness from within. And that radiation, rather than the complete expression, gives more, like, has more of a aura of authority as opposed to the uncontrollable expression of your happiness. It might come across as weakness. People, don't get mad at me. Don't be looking at me. Don't be looking at me like that. I did not make people. Okay, so that's one thing. Showing the subtlety of your emotions. Don't show all of your emotions. And then I don't say don't show your emotions to be cold. I'm saying don't show all of your emotions. Show the tip of your emotions, because it always leads to people respecting you more, and it leads to people looking more into your face, looking more into your mind, right? So that's one thing. The next thing, be subtle with your facial expressions, right? If somebody's happy, like I said, if you're like this, be like. If you're mad, be like. If you're confused, well, it's okay to be confused, right? But just be subtle in your facial expressions, primarily. And this is very important. Primarily with positive emotions. Be subtle with your positive emotions, but be willing to show negative emotions with your face. Now, don't show outburst, right? I'm saying with your face. With your word, when you speak, keep it constrained. But with your face, you can show it. Why? Powerful people are more willing to show negative emotions than weaker people, socially. People who are lower on the totem pole have a higher likelihood of showing positive emotions to their neighbor, and they're more afraid of confrontation, and so they're more afraid to show the negative emotions, right? So be more subtle with your facial expressions. Now, other ways that you could be subtle is when you pull away, right? We were reading Robert Greene's in the book club video. We were talking about how when you pull away, Robert Greene was talking about how never pull away. Now, for example, if you're making somebody jealous, never try to make, which I don't recommend. Let life do it. Trust me, you're gonna make your partner jealous one way or another. Just don't do it consciously. Just let it happen. It will happen. Just like fights, you don't have to pick a fight. You're gonna fight with them eventually. When you pull away and let's just say you're a guy and you're trying to make your girl jealous, for example, right? And you literally post a comment and said, "Damn girl, you're looking hot," right? And you show it to your girl, like, bro, you're asking to go to the hospital, or you flirt with a girl in front of your girl, right? That's too obvious. Too obvious. Too obvious. Everyone can see it. Too much directness, too much external obviousness per se makes people defensive, and it makes people question you. But when you do this in a subtle way, it allows people to be less defensive, more open, and it allows the person's imagination to do the dirty work for you, right? And again, people, this is, I gotta be very, very clear about this, man. Like, this is only do this if you really have good intentions. If you're a psycho motherfucker out there, like fucking, like you're the last Terminator type of shit, like, don't tell people you watch my channel. You're gonna make a better thing to do is this. For example, you follow someone. Follow a girl that's hot. For example, just an example, right? You follow them. Now, why would that be subtle? And then you like one of her photos, or two of her photos, or three of her photos. The only way for your girl to find out that you followed her is for her to be paying attention. And if somebody likes you, they're gonna be paying attention to the little things. When you like someone, your attention is narrowed. You pay attention to more detail. You're able to notice. You know more differences in their face. You start noticing the things that they like and don't like. You're more focused on them because you're falling in love with them. So as a result, any subtle changes, you're going to be aware of it, like a spider being aware of the movements of its web. You're going to be more aware of the subtle movements. So even if you try to add a girl on the side, your girl's gonna be aware of it. She's gonna know you added someone, and she's gonna know that you commented on it. That type of subtleness, that type of like attention is what you want. Why? Because if you notice your girl, I mean, I'm not advocating for this. I'm just giving you guys an example for all the cameras out there saying I'm teaching people how to manipulate. Calm the hell down. This is just an example. This girl will say, oh my God, like, I noticed that he had 600 followers and today he has 601 follower. Who's the bitch? And then you look down, you're like, that's a new girl. Let me click on it. And then you notice that poor Tyrone liked her photo. And then the next photo, poor Tyrone liked another photo. And then maybe you notice that Tyrone hasn't texted you all day. But coincidentally, he added that girl last night. That's what I'm talking about. Your pulling aways are almost invisible. Only visible to those who are looking for it, right? Or maybe, for example, maybe when you're with them, maybe when you're with them, your energy is 10% less. Maybe when you're with them, you kiss them, right? For example, you know when you kiss someone, but you don't want to kiss them? So the kiss is not real. You know when women say, give me a real kiss, right? That type of stuff. It's more like, she's like, lately, he was busy all week, last week. When he saw me, he wasn't dressed too well, but he was there. But even when he kissed me, it wasn't even a real kiss. It was more like a peg, like a kiss. Even when we did the holy deed, he wasn't even that into it. What's wrong? And then you look at his Instagram, and then oh my God, like, who's the bitch? Like, you see what I'm saying? And so that type of pulling away dawns on them. It's not in your face. It's more like, it's almost like something that's subtle, and you're almost like trying to hide it, but you're not trying to hide it. You know what I'm saying? So the subtle pulling away, where you give them a puzzle for them to connect the dots, is the most powerful form of pulling away.
When you love someone, your perception becomes finely attuned to the subtleties of their behavior and emotions. This heightened awareness stems from the deep emotional connection and investment you have in the relationship. Love creates a powerful bond that allows you to understand and anticipate your partner's thoughts and feelings. As a result, you become acutely aware of even the smallest changes in their demeanor or actions.
So what you do with that is you use that to build a connection with both of you, to observe and notice if they really love you, because only a partner that loves you will notice the small differences. All right, guys, we're going to have a brief intermission so that I could tell you guys about our new bundle that we're doing, where you guys can purchase all of my courses and get it at a discount. So this bundle is pretty much the bundle where you could just buy all of my courses. You could buy Nice Guy, which is a training course on how to come across more assertive, how to come across more confident, how to not give off nice guy vibes. You guys can get access to Dark Game, which is my full dating course on how to meet women in different scenarios, how to attract women, how to make sure you don't come across as creepy, and essentially how to act like a man and not act like a doofus, to be quite honest with you. And you get all of these bonuses, which is the bonuses of Dark Game, the bonuses of Practical Mastery, which is about how to master a skill, Social Mastery, which is how to master your social life, and the Laws of Human Nature, which is a book club videos that I had dissecting Robert Greene's book. All of this is naturally at around naturally is at $346, but you guys can purchase this bundle and get it at what's the price again? Get it at $238 pretty much. So you guys can purchase it right now. It's a money back 30-day money back guarantee. It's a good way to, rather than just buying them individually and paying extra, you guys can just purchase everything at a discount price. Now, the only thing I don't like is the fact that I'm giving you a lot of information at the same time. That makes me kind of scared, because a lot of times people don't do the things that I teach when you get too much information. But I've gotten too many requests to do this, so I'm just satisfying you guys. Purchase it right now by clicking on the description down below where it says purchase the bundle. All right, let's continue with the video.